Labor MP Peter Khalil was elevated to this role in the latest reshuffle.
We know that in today's climate there is a great deal of concern about disharmony.
The position considered crucial in monitoring issues across the country and advising the government on how to respond.
I think there are a lot of challenges to that we're facing at the moment. Obviously, with political populism on the rise, the fact that causes distrust in our democratic institutions. There's socioeconomic challenges. There are intergenerational challenges. There's challenges around social media, where some of the algorithms can be used to sow division and discord. So those challenges are relatively new compared to the past. But I think it's probably true to say that we do still have a relatively harmonious, cohesive, multi-ethnic, multi-faith society. We can have our differences, we have our diversity. It actually is a strength of our society in many respects, because we're able to navigate our differences and disagreement peacefully and respectfully, and we haven't fallen into violence or conflict despite those differences. And that is ultimately the essence of cohesion.
As envoy, do you ever see yourself as sitting down with some of the disparate political representatives across the parliament to try and find some path through that does turn down the temperature?
Absolutely. And I think a big part of this role is bringing down the temperature, reaching out to people of different views. And in fact, in our parliament, we have people right across the political spectrum. I'm always open to engaging with people regardless of the differences of our views to see if we can reach, in good faith, consensus on issues that are in the national interest.
Just in terms of the next election, how worried are you about what potentially could happen in terms of that fraying of social cohesion?
You know, it's not trite to say, but I think, you know, one of the greatest dangers of voting for Australians has been burning your tongue on a democracy sausage. We have this wonderful sort of day on the Saturday of the election day, and people come out, they vote. The local primary school makes a lot of money for their school, and it's a good atmosphere, especially if the weather's good. So I am concerned that kind of innocence, that kind of positive experience that people have going out to vote may be at threat, because people might resort to intimidation or harassment or forms of violence if they want to express their difference or their ideological points of view. And I think it's really important, and I know that the government and the intelligence and security agencies, the law enforcement agencies, are thinking through mitigating the need to mitigate some of those risks and those threats for the election, because it's so important to protect what is a fundamental element of our democracy, which is the right to vote peacefully.